Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God. I'm sure I've said some fucking weird things on dates. Jesus Christ. Does this man know how STIs work? Like, how would a glory hole at the sauna be any safer than just normal? No, not that it's not normal. Look, I'm pro glory hole. And you know what's crazy? When I originally did these little Tea Tuesday things, bin days, I would be able to say whatever I wanted because the media wouldn't take it. And I bet tomorrow morning there's going to be a headline saying, Abby Chatfield says she loves glory holes. You know what I mean? And it's like, is that a crime? Anyway, I've never done a glory hole, or I've never been the hole nor the glory, but I do enjoy the thought of it. Moving on, let's stop talking about my kinks. My point is, I'm not sure how that's any better. Truly okay, diva. Hell, I hold back. Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God. Hole. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't ever happened, but like, can a girl not dream? But even doing these, I am noticing how I'm having to like filter in my head because they've started to do things like put jokes as real headlines. And they've gotten like way crazier, like way more like UK recently. But I have to persevere because they already hate me anyway. What more could I do? You know what I mean? They're already looking for something every single day. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, I literally am now just an influencer. I'm not hosting any TV shows. I have a podcast. I'm not in mainstream media anymore. I'm literally an influencer that yaps, and I have a podcast. And they're still acting like I'm on fucking primetime TV and people actually know who I am. Leave me alone. I'm a nobody. I'm just trying to yap to the phone. Let me live my life and talk about the toe sucking, mate. This is from my best friend. Babe. Rowdy, you're very nummies. Very nummies. Rowdy's actually very handsome. You might see him on some red carpets. He's actually a big, important TV producer. Rowdy, you're nummies, and don't worry. Maybe that was before I met you, and maybe you've only grown into them now, but I can tell you, you're a gorgeous little chook. If you have to ask, it's a no. And also, 4 times, it's crazy. What is he... 4 times? 4 times. Coming more than once. Side note, in your 30s, coming more than once, just letting you know, it's exhausting. You've got to really like ration it out. Like sometimes Adam makes me come like 9 times. Like I just say to him, I was like, we need to stop this. I'm exhausted. But of course he still does it multiple times. Love my king. These are all from the same person, about the same person. The next 3 slides. Marrying him would turn me straight. King, if I'm marrying you, that means I'm at least attracted to you. very weird when people are weird about their partners being bi or pan or even like ever having had sex with someone of the same gender. I find it really, really weird. Even like people that are like weird about if their boyfriend had slept with a trans person before. I go, obviously, besides the transphobia of it all, I go, why does it matter? Like, it's literally like your body doesn't change when you have sex with someone of the same gender. Like, nothing changes. And if that person wants to be with you, then they want to be with you. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Point is, people that are weird about their partner being bi or whatever, it's like they want to be with you. Like take the win. Take the win. As Dan Savage says, take yes for an answer. Next one from the same person as the last two slides, saying to my face he's choosing whether or not he's going to marry me or if I'm just I don't want to marry you. These men that are like, is she a wifey? Does she want to be with you? These egotistical, fucking freaky, misogynistic, freaky, deaky, meeky, feeky, teaky men. Or well, if you marry someone, you're also f***ing him. Also, why would you want to f*** someone? I mean, look, I can't talk. I was like, why would you want to f*** someone you didn't like as a person? As though I can talk. But who is this creature? And finally, that it'll take just one more conversation to convince me to be religious. No one on this planet could convince me to be religious. There is zero chance that anyone could convince me, let alone with one conversation. If that conversation existed, it certainly wouldn't include someone saying, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to marry you or you're just fuckable. And it wouldn't include someone saying, if you married me, you'd be straight or you'd turn straight. So I'm wondering what this conversation would have been. I wonder if she asked. I wonder if she was like, I mean, what's the deal? What is it? Like, I'm open to it. I wonder if he gave an answer or if she just cut it off there. No one on this planet could convince me to be religious. Like, and no hate if you are, but like, I just know, I guess it's the same people that are religious. You just know, you know? I actually once met an autism and ADHD therapist that was doing her PhD in undiagnosed women who have both ADHD and autism. And it was about getting a diagnostic tool for women, particularly for late diagnoses. So it was kind of her specialty. It was literally a specialty. And I said, do you think I have autism? And she said, do you want this? I go, cool. I've also had this said to me by people in media. I've also had it said to me by a boss of mine. Maybe it's time for us both to go and get a diagnosis. I don't know. But will it really affect my life? I don't really think so. If I have a diagnosis. If you have autism, let me know. But it seems that a lot of things lining up for me. What do men do for us? This whole idea of like, what do you bring to the table? I'm a fun time. And I have a lovely bush. Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God. I'm sure I've said. Imagine being an adult and caring about this. Grow up. The rosé community don't deserve this. I used to be a rosé bitch. I used to be a bitch juice bitch. I'm proud of it. Then I started getting migraines and wine went out the door. This This is kind of like an Ask Me Anything, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Are we having fun? I'm having fun. I'm actually like, this is the happiest I've been making content in about a year. Is that fucked? But seriously, why is this the most fun that I've had on the internet in forever? Like, I'm sitting here joyous doing this. I have been so depressed. This morning I woke up, had a panic attack, and vomited. Just for waking up. That's where we're at right now. A lot of things going on in my mind. I also think that I have OCD. Rumination OCD. I'm going to go to an OCD clinic and figure it out because there's something up. And again, just like the autism thing, people have said to me, I think you have OCD. How exciting. Isn't this so good? I love just collecting diagnoses. Ew. But it actually is good to get diagnosed because then you can do something about it. So it is good. But I go, another one. But hopefully I'll go to the OCD clinic and they'll say, you don't have it. Anyway, so it's really fun to talk to you guys here on Instagram because I feel like on TikTok I do this and then I get attacked and abused. But you guys are actually my followers. Like, you aren't some random people on an algorithm. Like, you've chosen to follow me, so we get to have a little chat and I'm like having so much fun. I've had the worst time, guys. I haven't even spoken about it. You'll hear about it soon. I'm writing about it in the book. The book comes out this year, by the way. Hopefully, if I get it done. But, yeah. OCD, autism, ADHD, depression, anxiety. Jesus, you know what I mean? It's like just a bit of shush. A bit of shush should be really good. But, yeah. Sorry? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Oh my God, I read that wrong. Oh my God, I thought that said she wanted to have a daughter that she could train so that she didn't live past 27. I'm going, she wants a kid that she could train to die at 26 and a half, but no, sorry. Separate thoughts. That is gnarly though. A daughter she could train, bizarre. Not wanting to live past 27 is such a 22-year-old thing to say. Don't you think? I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Love that song. Hate that anecdote. Hate that for you. That's psycho. Oh. That is spooky. Babe, just tell your best friend you're in love with her. Leave me be. Don't bring me on this date to ask me if the girl that you're actually in love with's boyfriend is more nummies than you. Get a grip. Also, your insecurity is reeking. Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God. That is so crazy for a first date, but I will tell you that Adam does sniff the back of my neck, and I love it. I love it. I really love it, guys. God, I haven't told you guys, like, lore about me in ages either. Fuck, I've been a bit of a shit friend. But you know what I mean? I'm going, sorry, guys, I've just been talking about politics. Also, kind of fair point. Getting fingered in a car is fun. No, that's crazy. Because if you'd said no, that means that if he says, are you sure? That means you said no. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want me to finger you in the back of the car? I feel like that one's a compliment. If someone's that to me, I'd go, thank you. God, isn't it funny when we were younger? Like, being so insecure about big thighs. Like, I don't know if you all were, but I felt like I had really big thighs when I was in primary school and high school because I developed very early. So, like, I always had, like, quite, like, womanly thighs. And now I'm like, all I want is a thick thigh. Is all I want. Was it maybe with Tyson from Married at First Sight? Maybe? That is fucking crazy. I hope you got the fuck away from that weirdo. And you called RSPCA or something about the kid and the dog. Obsessed. I love this. I love that. Sorry? Sorry, mate. Well, you might love a Nightmare Fuel that's coming up that we recently recorded, actually. One of the Nightmare Fuels that we had was crazy. Crazy. Please send it in. A bath? Get out of the bath. I'm not letting you soak in my residence after a one-night stand. Get out. Who are you? Meredith Marks? Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God. I'm sure I've said. Okay. I've heard of people using vibrators with different partners and asking them. And I think, you know what? If you're cleaning it, I'm not too opposed to it, you know? Trying to sell it? Trying to profit? Like it's Facebook Marketplace? That's psycho. Capitalism is killing us all. Capitalism is the bane of our existence, because what do you mean this man tried to sell you his ex's vibrator? Even trying to reuse one is a bit weird. An ex for sure, but like, you know how some people like that, like some men are like, I have a suction vibrator for women that I fuck. It's like, thank you, King, ally. I would be hesitant to use one though. That's for sure. This is the same person as before that had the stories about the religious man that was going to change her into being religious. This one's even worse somehow. He was on ice and said he was wigging her out. Don't come to my house on ice then. I don't know what to tell you. Like, come on. This is the same one as the ice one before. The same person. Put burlesque on his TV, dubbed in French. Babe, run, can out of there. I love how so many men, their form of activism is fantasizing about physically harming women. Like when they go, oh, well, if we're equal, then can I hit ya? This is the same thing. It's like, oh, well, I would hang you from a tree. Why are you thinking about that? Why is that like your form of activism, like protecting the babies? I was a baby once too. I'm also a baby. So I don't get either when they're so awful to women and minorities, and they're so, it's like, you don't actually care about this. If you cared about all children and all souls, you wouldn't want to hang me from a fucking tree. Loser. If you straighten me out, I am 6 foot actually. As the bird flies, not quite, but, you know, distance, 6 foot. Just ring me out. Looks maxing crowd is so crazy. They are out and about in the real world. I find it really funny when men are really like obsessed with certain characteristics on women's faces or bodies. Like, I guess in society in general, but criticizes women's bodies in this way, where it's like, if you only change this one thing, then you'd be beautiful. When how the world really works is that people are attracted to people. Yes, of course, you have a physical type. Yes, of course, certain people you're going to find super hot. But there are a lot of people that I would say are conventionally like so attractive that I've met that I have not even a skerrick of attraction to. And I go, I can acknowledge why people think you're hot, not horny for you at all. You know, even when I was single, obviously. I find it really funny the way that men then project those beauty standards onto women in real life, like ask them to adhere to what they want, when it's like changing one feature of someone doesn't make them unattractive or attractive, you know? And if that's why your brain's working, then perhaps you aren't as attracted to women as people as you thought. Like, you aren't into them as a whole. I'm not saying that they are gay, although that's a possibility as well, but I don't think that's the main reason. I think it's like they don't see women as full people, They see them as like customizable characters. Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God. I'm sure I've said some fucking weird things on dates. Jesus Christ. Does this man know how STIs work? Like, how would... Also be things you've said on a date. Oh, God.